Hey, welcome back to another episode for Life for Living Well. My name is Richard, and before I dive into the topic that I have for us this week, I'd like to quickly say if you'd like to know what this community do and what are the material that we push out every week, and every time we release a podcast, we also release a article on the blog and where the community members contribute as well to it. It's a free membership to join, and you can only join by your email, and you will have access to a weekly article that will release as well. So let's dive into the topic without taking much of your time. The topic that I'm looking at this week is what I call power of doing less. And as we normally open our message is to take one individual and use their word to build our message around it. So this week I'll be taking from Stephane Rollan, which is a French designer, and he put it his own doing less this way. I continue to be drawn to clarity and simplicity. Less is more remains my mantra. And this is powerful word. It's really touched me when I was preparing this message. So the world can seem chaotic and overwhelming, but quieting your mind can help you notice how still it truly is. Humans have created busyness, filling their time with endless activities to escape the present moment. From one generation to the next, and with rapid advancement of technology, our distractions have multiplied beyond our imagination. We live now in the world of AI, and almost every part of our life that AI will touch. It might not replace it, but it will touch it in such a profound way that we are not able to imagine it completely right now. So the question is, how do we know this? So take for example, when you're having a conversation with friends or family member, how often you feel that they connected to you? Even at work, how often you feel like, what did you get out of that conversation? Do you feel so flat out that you give so much of your energy to it? Do you feel the person feel absent-minded, distracted? They hear you, but they don't listen to you. They listen to you, but they didn't hear you. So how does that make you feel? So often when a relationship ends or someone is fired from work, the natural instinct is to keep busy or withdrawn. So for many, staying constantly occupied has become a habit, a way to avoid facing their immediate experiences. It could be loss, it could be fear, it could be pain, it could be joy. But how effective is this approach? According to many experts in the field of neuroscience and psychotherapy, it doesn't really work. In fact, it often leads to even more problems. I feel see someone that are replacing heartbreak with alcohol and drugs. What happened to them after a few years? They create more problem. They get hooked to it. They create a dependency that they have no control of, and it end up destroy their life beyond the time. So it is easy to fill our days with tasks, feeling exhausted even before the day begins. Many people fall into the trap of overloading their schedules to the point that they miss out on the most important aspect of life. Now, let's consider the opposite perspective. Many believe that doing nothing is a sign of laziness, but what if that is not true, please hear me out. Imagine two people going through a breakup. One feels devastated and their self-worth shattered. The others, however, reflect on the lesson learned, appreciate the good moment, and maintains a healthy sense of self-worth, believing they can do better in their next relationship. So even when we are not physically doing anything, our minds are often filled with thoughts that can drain our focus and intentions, both in the short and long time. Few people make time in their day to pause, even for a few minutes, without their thoughts racing or their imagination running wide. Personally, doing less has significantly improved my relationships, consumption habits, career, and goals. However, it hasn't been an easy journey. I can tell you for real. Even now, I have to remind myself to stay focused on what truly matters. So let's quickly look at the benefit and the power of doing less. Number one, prioritize with purpose. What truly matters to you? Focus your time and energy on activities that align with your core values and contribute to your overarching vision. So when you are clear about your goals, distraction will become easier to manage. People will come with their own agenda, but because you're already fully aware of your goals, you know the consequences of say yes or say no. When you say yes to someone, you automatically say no to something. So you have to weigh, judge it, and realize which one is in line with you. So simplify your to-do list. Many struggle with idea that doing less can be more effective. But by focusing your energy wisely, you can accomplish 80% of your most important tasks with just 20% of your effort. This mindset shift can enrich every area of your life. It's not only just going to be on what you do, you begin to notice that this transcends into other parts of your life, whether the way you eat or what you eat, the kind of quality of friends that you want to keep in your life, the house, your house, the items you have in the house. So what is it that you hold on to that you have to release and let go? So be okay with mixing out. And this is another thing where people tend to follow the crowd and tend to acquire and attain more and more because everybody is doing it. So fear of mixing out no longer control you. You confidently say no to things that don't devastate or the things that don't elevate your mind and life. You become comfortable spending time alone and create more space for what truly matters. Because when you open up, when you take something up, if you notice it, automatically something occupy that space. So if you already have things that have no service to your own immediate life or growth, it probably blocking other good things to come to your life. So that's what I always say. when somebody find themselves in a relationship that they really don't want and they don't have a courage to let it go, they're actually blocking themselves for the relationship that really matter for them. Because not all the relationship will last a lifetime for you. And not all relationship will bring all the benefits your life need and want. Some relationship will be a bit of benefit to your life, and you have to celebrate it and know how to let it go. So focus on one thing at a time. You no longer engage in excessive multitasking. Instead, you give your full attention to each task, increasing your chances of having those aha moments when fully immersed in your work. Time seems to disappear. So finally, when you engage in fewer activities, your brain can focus more deeply and efficiently. This state of focus, attention known as flow, allow you to be fully present. Research shows that flow state enhance creativity, improve problem solving, and contribute to overall well-being. I hope this message helps someone. And until we meet again, please stay safe and have a wonderful week. Ciao.